Hey there, I'm Lisa Matar with Health Bear Food Company, and today I'm visiting the Aptos Farmers Market where we're going to meet with Chris at Sea to Sky Farm, take a look at what she's been growing, and later sit down with her to learn more about what she does. Hi, I'm Lisa with Health Bear Food Company, and I just finished up having a great day at the Farmers Market in Aptos, California, and now I'm sitting down with Chris from Sea to Sky Farm. Tell me a little bit about your farm and your journey. How did you find yourself being a farmer?
So I grew up as a fourth generation farmer. Both my brothers, my dad, my grandfather, and great grandfather all farm. I took a little hiatus after farming growing up, went to college, graduated with a degree in outdoor education, traveled the world a little bit, did some wildlife biology work, some youth conservation corps work in national parks in California. And then actually worked for an event company coordinating events. And then my family farming roots called pretty strongly. And I found myself wanting to come back to farming and the roots of farming with my family, and being the first woman in the family to farm has been really special, and also the first in my family to go all organic, sustainable, as regenerative as possible. Has been just a really wonderful journey, and it's also very much my life's purpose and passion.
I love that. So what does regenerative farming mean to you?
It means treating the land as if it's as natural as possible, but yet growing within that natural balance. So treating the soil in the best way possible, being very mindful and careful about what inputs we're putting into the soil to grow food, but also planting beneficial plants to draw in really good insects to take care of the harmful insects
and
that will
that's the
eat
organic
the produce.
piece.
Yeah.
The organic keeps the bugs away naturally.
Right, and then another part of regenerative is a very minimal till, so we try not to disrupt the soil very much. We also leave a lot of natural areas on the farm so that we can keep that balance of the land. At one of the locations we have 2 Native American archaeological sites.
You're kidding me.
And a pond
That
and
is
a redwood grove, and so there's a lot of really beautiful natural space.
I'm sure. And then what type of produce do you grow? And obviously it's very seasonal. So what's in the spring? What comes spring and summertime? It's probably the most exciting time, is it?
It is. Right now is when we're just full guns blazing and energy and full production mode, planting all kinds of things. We grow over 100 different commodities.
Wow.
So everything from leafy greens, brassicas like kale, broccoli, cauliflower, kohlrabi, cabbage, to all kinds of different culinary herbs. We have blueberries and apricots, peaches, plums. The beautiful thing about buying at a farmer's market is that the produce you're buying has just been harvested, so it's really fresh. It's full of nutrients. It hasn't been sitting on a shelf for days. So when you pick it up and when you eat it, you can notice the difference in the taste and the quality because of the energy and the vibrancy in that food. It has all of those nutrients still intact.
I love that. I love that. So, Chris, why do you feel so compelled to grow this way? I mean, there's easier ways to do this. Why are you compelled to work the land the way that you do? Is there more to it than just the food, or like what inspires you to operate as a regenerative organic farmer?
Mainly it comes down to one thing, and that's being a really good, responsible land steward. So taking care of the land in a way that will last for future generations. So thinking long term, if we were to use all kinds of different chemicals and pesticides, it would get us by for a very short term period, but in the long term it's terrible for the soil.
I see.
It's also reflected in the quality of the produce that you eat because it has all these toxic things in it. So it's all about the way that you take care of the soil, especially, but also the land as a whole, thinking about long term and longevity.
So long term, do you visualize your children becoming the next generation to farm the land? Is
I
that your
hope
dream?
so.
Yeah.
I
Do they
hope
get?
so.
Do they roll up their sleeves and help you?
They do all the time.
I bet.
Yeah.
So Chris, where can we find your produce?
So currently we're at 7 different farmers markets, mostly the East Bay, north of San Francisco, and then here locally in the Santa Cruz County area and Monterey as well. But we also have a community-supported agriculture program, a CSA, where people can come to the farmers market or to the farm direct and pick up a box of produce that's been freshly harvested.
What do you have in your future for your farm?
So this is our 5th year growing and in production, and part of the long-term vision has always been to open a center of learning for agriculture and education, but also a retreat for people to escape, come and enjoy freshly harvested food. They could actually harvest it themselves.
That's sweet.
And then we could have culinary workshops where they could come with that food and learn from a very expert chef to cook it in different ways and then enjoy the meal at the farm and then stay at the farm.
You know what? There you have it. Wasn't that great hearing from Chris Laughlin at Sea to Sky Farms? It is so wonderful to collaborate with other women in business and support one another. Be sure to stop into your local farmers market to pick up fresh seasonal produce and buy direct from a farmer near you. You can find out more information at seatoskyfarm.com.